Hey everybody, it's Jim with the Friday Video, and I'm speaking to you from our reception area here at corporate because I want to talk to you about Disability Awareness Month and all the things that we're doing in the areas of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So first of all, just to remind you, if you don't know, October is Disability Awareness Month, and throughout the 85-year history of Goodwill, we have had a special focus on helping folks with all kinds of different disabilities. You've probably seen some photos, our historical photos, people who had lost limbs or people who were blind, people that had hearing deficits. And I want to let you know, you may not be aware of this, but I'm a disabled individual. This is my insulin pump. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I was diagnosed when I was 18 years old. It really doesn't affect me in my day-to-day life all that much, but I have to stay on top of it. I have to watch what I eat and all that kind of stuff. And that's true for most of the disabled individuals that I'm acquainted with. It doesn't significantly keep them from being able to be contributing members of a workforce. They just maybe need some accommodation. And so you may be a disabled individual. It might be a disability that people can see, or like me, it might be something that's not immediately obvious. So I want to say, first of all, thank you for engaging with us. And I want to encourage everybody throughout the organization to make sure that they are accommodating people with disabilities and making them a vital part of our workforce. So all of that is under the general umbrella of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we have a committee that meets faithfully each month, and it's chaired by Amarlette and Chrisella Day. And I've asked Chrisella to join me and kind of give you an update on what they've been doing and what they're going to be doing in the future. So Chrisella, come on in here and talk to the folks.
Hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Yes, we do have a diversity, equity, and inclusion committee. And Jim is correct. As we move into October, which this is October 1, we are focused on disability awareness and also cancer awareness. So we're getting prepared to make sure that we highlight that. We'll send out some flyers and then some events and then some history about the month and how that's celebrated and recognized. To Jim's point a few minutes ago, at Goodwill, we do work and we're very flexible, trying to find tools and accommodations that we can to make sure that anyone that has a disability is recognized but also assisted so that they can be successful while they're working. So this month, again, we're gonna highlight that and make sure that we're being very inclusive in the way that we work. And so if you're someone out there working and you have a disability, please don't be ashamed to let us know so that we can do everything in our possibility to work with and work through to keep you working. Sure. Also for our diversity committee, as we move into the rest of the year, October actually crosses over into Hispanic Heritage Month, so we're going to continue working with that until the 15th of the month. And then we have November coming up, Hispanic Heritage Month, which I know a flyer went out recently for that, and we're asking for those stories to come in. For October, if you're a person with disabilities and you'd like to actually share your story, please send that information to our DEI group. And that email is deigroup@okgoodwill.com. We'd love to hear about your stories, and we'd like to be able to share those if you would like us to. So please share that information. And then when we move into December, it's AIDS awareness. I share the rest of the year so that you're aware that we have upcoming events, ongoing events. We have a set calendar that we look at to make sure that as we work through with everyone, we're being very respectful and inclusive. Everyone deserves the right to work. A lot of people have the ability to work, and a lot of people want to work. And so here at Goodwill, we offer you that flexibility, those tools, and that accommodation. So we're proud of everyone that works here. We're proud of our efforts, and we'll continue to celebrate that diversity and those differences and remain inclusive as we're working through.
That's great. Well, thanks, Chrisella. Thank you and Amara, too, for the work in leading this group. It's a group of about, what, 12?
11 or 12. There's 12 of us.
Yeah. And they not only make these monthly emphases and plan them out and that sort of thing, but they're looking to the future. And we have training modules that we're implementing, things like unconscious bias training and respectful language and things like that. One of our core values here at Goodwill is respect. And diversity, equity, and inclusion is a key component of being respectful. So, all right, so get ready for the weekend. This is the 1st of October. It's the last quarter. We're getting ready to end up the year. Chrisella, anything else you
I
want to
just
say?
had one ad.
Yeah.
If you are someone out there, an employee working for Goodwill, it doesn't matter in what capacity you work for the company. If you would like to join our committee or find out more, please reach out to us. You can either contact me directly or Amaralette directly, or you can send an email to our DEI group at okgoodwill.com. We would love to encourage anyone across the organization that's interested in learning more about the work and doing some of the work to join our committee.
Yeah,
So,
and you probably don't even have to be physically present in the committee. You can join by Zoom or something like that if that's more
yes,
convenient.
we do. We have a Teams link that goes out every month, and I'd like to shout out one of our team members, Angie Fadinger at Store 27. She is faithfully on those Teams meeting calls, so she doesn't physically come to the office, but she still is able to add her input through that Teams link. So I encourage anyone that's interested, join us.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, have a good weekend. Let's have a strong fourth quarter. Let's finish better than some football teams whose name we won't mention that don't do well in the fourth quarter, but we're going to do great in the fourth quarter because of the great work you're doing. Thanks.